Hey guys, Higgy Pop here, in the comic room. Yeah, it's great to see you. Thanks for joining me, man. I mean it. Oh, do I mean it? Oh yeah, I pity the fool. I pity the fool that don't come to the Hawk's Nest. We got a lot of books to look at. I mean, I went to my buddy Harvey's. I'm so wild about Harvey and Harvey's wild. I got a ton of comics. I went there twice. I'll tell you all about that, but let's look at this week's new releases. La-da-dee, la-da. I went to Second Alarm Comics. I was like this. I go in there, I'm like, and they're like, and then all of a sudden, listen to this. Some guy comes through the crowd. They're like, he's like, he pushes his way through the crowd. He's like, oh. He's like, I want people to chant my name. I says, I said, I want a Snickers bar. You see me eating one? I said, pal, you gotta earn that, man. Right now, everyone's like, "Ooh!" Everyone's all. I was like, "It's like prison, you know. Some people, you want respect, you got to take out the big fish, you know. I'm the big fish." And this guy, so everyone's spread out. They were moving shelves and moving comic books and stuff, and we're ready. And I says, "We're gonna have a dance off," and that's what we did. We had a dance off. I was like, "Ow!" I won. So, that was it, man. I'll never see that guy again. I was like, go on, you're in the wrong saloon. Yeah, so Second Alarm Comics. That really happened. Anyways, so new releases. This is great. So, check this out. So, Sandman, issue number 4. These are really well done. And the only complaint I have is they're so short. I read this thing in like 3 minutes, and I'm a slow reader. I mean, I was like, woo! I was like, that was quick, but it's really good. Wesley Dodds he's finding things out. He had to succumb to his own gas from his gas gun to get out of the situation. He got attacked by a masked man, just like him. But when he was out cold for like 2 days. But when he got out and he got back, and then he found out, he got some answers. You got to read it, man. Don't take it from me. Come on, we got to support this stuff, man. Come on. Sandman, issue number 4. It's good stuff. Exit Light. And I got Action Comics, issue number 1061. We're having fun. And this is really good. This is by Jason Aaron's writing this. And it's a Bizarro story. And I know what you're saying. Me no like Bizarro. But Bizarro, I like Bizarro. But I don't like reading them because it's always like, me no like it. I mean, does he like it or does he not like it? I mean, but the way they do it, it's really good. Bizarro goes to the magic realm and he sucks up all the magic. He beats up all these wizards. And he's really powerful. And he could hold a thought for more than 5 minutes. And he's real dangerous. And he turns all of Metropolis into Bizarro. Bizarro's world, that square planet, is gone ever since like the DC Crisis. So Bizarro is homeless, you know. He's got a little stick with the handkerchief on the back. He's got nowhere to go, and so he's very depressed. Depressed Bizarro is no bueno. So he takes it out on Superman, and everyone he turned with his new. He's like a super wizard now. And he turns all of Metropolis into Bizarros. Superman's talking to Lois, and then she turns around and she's like, me no like you, Clark. Yeah, and Clark's like, oh boy. So it's very good. Good stuff. So that's where we're at with that. And then what else we got? This is really good. You're going to like this. Green Lantern issue number 7. Hal, my pal. Oh yeah. And really good. And the second story is with if they're continuing with Sinestro's son. Oh, you'll never guess the greatest name in the world. Sinestro's son. You know what his name is? His name is Korg. Yeah, look, just like it's not this Korg. It's a different Korg. Sinestro's son is Korg, and but I don't really follow that story. You know, I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna have a combined story with Sinestro's son Korg and the other kid, Zod's son. I think they're going to put a story together with those guys. We'll see what happens. Hey, I'm not Nostradamus. I can't predict the future. Nostradamus. That reminds me. Hold on. I got to tell you something. You remember how I was doing, I was promoting Dr. Nippoloff? I'm not going to do that anymore. Because, listen, God doesn't make mistakes. And who am I to judge people with third nipples? What if there was a woman with a third nipple? What if it was for a purpose? What if she has triplets? Need that third nipple. Don't remove it. All right? You're perfect just the way you are. All right? But, speaking of third nipples, I don't know why this is reminding me of it. But I was talking to Beckerman on Facebook, right? Right? And he was showing me these pictures of these commissioned art he's got by all the best. I think he's showing off. He has like a Neil Adams picture. It's fantastic. All these great art that signed by the artists, commissioned art that he has. He had it in his old office where he worked at the glue factory. He had an office in the glue factory, Beckerman. And the art is fantastic. You should take a lot of pride in that. That's good stuff. So anyways, let me get back to it. This is a great story. Lantern number 7. But actually, this is a public service announcement, all right? All right. This is okay. There's a real plague on humanity. Speaking of Beckerman, this glue sniffing. It is bad. I mean, look at this guy. And there's a cautionary tale. Nostradamus, you know that guy. You see the beak on that guy. Look out. I mean, he went down a bad road. This is a cautionary tale. He learned, Nostradamus, that glue comes from horses. And he started, he had a horse farm. And then, I mean, it was like a concentration camp for horses. It was like Shawshank for horses. I mean, and then the FBI went in there and did a little drill down and see what was going on there. And he got locked up for years, Nostradamus. And he ends up in my basement, gets this guy, Kissinger, hooked on glue. And, I mean, I got to nail this stuff down. They're going to pawn shops with all my good comics. Anyways, it's a real scourge on society, this glue sniffing. I mean, the gateway drug, it starts by making models, right? I mean, it's no good. I mean, you go like crazy glue, gorilla glue, 2-part epoxy. Where does it end? I mean, so there's a new rehab. It's a glue rehab, all right? You call 1-800-USE-TAPE, all right? You want to stop sniffing glue? You want to get your, if you're sniffing glue, how come everything is falling apart? You think glue would make things stick together. But no, it's the opposite, all right? And put the cap on the tube. Put the cap on the tube. Get unglued. Go to glue rehab. 1-800-USE-TAPE. All right? I just want everyone to get better. Public service announcement. Third nipples are fine. Keep them. All right? So I went to this, I talked about this. This is an antique shop in Branford, Connecticut. It's called Tags or something like that. All right? Tag, you're in. Die. All right. So I went in there and there was some cool stuff. It's a little pricey, but I went with the cheap stuff. And I found this. This is back in like, I don't know, in the 80s. This is a free sneak preview number 1. I got it because it's got the Justice Society and Hal Jordan. There's a great Justice Society story in here with Starman, and it's awesome. This is just great. It's just a good eye-catching thing. I love the Justice Society, so I got this. Cost me a couple bucks. Bingo! Boom! I got it. All right? And then, wait till you see this. Guys, don't get jealous, all right? It's not a competition. Because I'd win. All right. Issue number 135. Our Army at War. Joe Kubert awesomeness. Look at that cover, man. And the thing is, it's in great shape. It's dirty. And there's 2 staples. They're a little rusty. Rusty. Hello, Rusty. Right? But the thing's in great shape, man. I love it. Oh, you love it. So, Higgy, why don't you marry it? I will. Will you marry me? No. He says no. Maybe next time. All right? Some comics are that way. All right, so this is October of 63. All right, look at me. And the pencils are by Kubert, and the writer's Robert Kanigher. All right? And that's just an awesome cover. And the next issue, this is 135. The other one was there, issue number 136. It's almost the same setup with these 2 borders, but the border was blue. but I went with the yellow because it pops. Oh, yeah. And Battlefield Double, and, there's Easy Company, Sergeant Rock, there's all the good guys there. Bulldozer, Canary Jr., Sonny, Ice Cream Soldier, Wild Man, Zach. They're all there. Easy Company. Great stuff. Love it. Beautiful. I love it. Yeah, I love it. All right. All right. Glue rehab. Think about it. Get your life back. Get unglued. All right. Now, this is the creme de la creme. I could retire from comic books right now with this. All right? This is the first appearance of the Polka Dot Man. This is Detective Comics issue number 300. And I got this for $15. And it is in great shape. Check it out. I want you to just... Go ahead! Go ahead, look at it. All right? The first appearance of Polka Dot Man. Detective Comics issue number 300. All right? Yes. So, I was over the moon. And this is February of 62. Cuckoo Cuckoo. Those were the days! And, I went in there yesterday. Yesterday, all my comics seem so far away. I love it. So there's 3 stories in here. The last story is an old school Aquaman story. Yeah, it's the mystery of the undersea safari. Undersea safari. Come on, man. All right, and that is the last Aquaman story to appear in Detective Comics. All right, and then the second story is the old John Jones. John Jones. I went to high school with a kid named John Jones, and one time the cops pulled us over, and the cop goes, "What's your name, son?" He goes, "John Jones." "Oh, wise guy, eh?" He just tased him to the ground. The kid goes, True story. Just like the dance-off. These are all true stories that come out of these lips. And so Bizarre Polka Dot Man is the Detective Comic story, and it's Sheldon Moldoff on the cover and does the art for the Batman story. And it's written by Bill Finger. He has that Yiddish middle name. You guys all know it. Bill Polmy Finger. Bill Polmy Finger. That's a beauty. I gotta relax. Guys, I am very happy with this. I just wanted to show that. I'll see you later. Bye. No, anyways. So that's what I got at the antique shop. There's a lot of other things. I went there for one purpose. I wanted to get Jungle Jim comics by Dell. Once I saw these instead, I was like, Jungle Jim, who cares? I want this. So things change. Besides my underwear, that doesn't change. Underwear looks like Swiss cheese with a rubber band on top. Yeah, man. So anyways, so I went to Harveys. Harveys has like a coin and collectible shop in West Haven, Connecticut. And he gets comic book. Hold on. 1 second. It's the bat phone. Hold on, let me see. Hello, Hawk's Nest. Yes, I know this is Nostradamus. Yeah, what's up? Oh, I can't talk about you? Listen, pal, you live under my roof, sneaking around. That's what he does. He speculates on. That's why he wants a quick buck. He wants to get a comic book and buy glue and snip it. I could talk about whoever I want, pal. Don't you? He hung up on me. He hung up on me. I'm gonna call him back. Don't hang up on me. Nostradamus. Read your comics to make you smart. Got him. All right. I just a little nonsense, you got to put these guys into place. All right. So I go to Harvey's. Harvey, he called me on the bat phone. He says, I got 20 long boxes. I was like, whoop-a-doo! So I'm like, whoa. No. So I go there. The first day, I only had an hour. I said, I'm going to spend an hour here. I have an hour? I'm going to spend an hour. So I went through a couple boxes, but my day got ruined. Ruined! But look what I got. Nothing really stood out. Nothing crazy, nothing that I really needed, but stuff I liked. So I got it. So this is Phantom, issue number 68 by Charlton. I'm doing the Charlton. All right. And the cover's by Newton. Fig Newton. Ah! And Nicola Cuddy is the writer. So this is Phantom, issue number 68. And I love it. A lot of these were in rough shape. I didn't really look at a lot of these yet, but I did try to throw some bags and boards on them. And so this was, I went there for an hour. And then there's a small room in back with all these boxes. And he's like, hey, Jimmy, come on. This is my impression of Harvey. Come on in here, buddy. They're right there, pal. Ha, ha, ha. All right, so I'm in there. And then some other guy comes in. Jimmy, this is so-and-so. And he wants to look at comics. And he's the opposite of me. He's like, first he walks in there. I'm already set up. It's all tight in there. He goes, so what's going on here? What did you look at? I'm like, I looked at what I looked at. Well, how you want to work this? I says, I look at comics and I see stuff I like. Well, what'd you look at? I said, just start looking at comics. And then this guy had flames coming off his fingers. He's looking so fast. He made me nervous. And he's like, what kind of comics you got that are worth money? I was like, they're all worth money. I can't put a price on any of my comics. They're all awesome. Look at this thing. Speaking of awesome. Little Wise Guys, starring Daredevil. This is a 10-center, issue number 127. All right? And this is in a condition of whoa minus. And I had to piece it all together to get it in a bag. But it is together. The cover's not detached or anything. But it's just, if you look at the spinal. But it's awesome. What a blast to the past. And look at the colors on that, man. This is November of 55. Those were the days. Memories on the corner of my eye. And Bob Brown does a lot of art in this. Bob Brown from Tomahawk fame. And Norman Maurer. And, yeah. Charles Biro writes the stories. And this is stories about kids. Little Wise Guys. Starring in Daredevil. It's 10-center. Look at that. What an interesting book, man. So I couldn't get a lot of information on this book, I'll tell you that. It was hard to find stuff. Because this is the first thing, once I got home, I wanted to look this up. And some kid named Anthony was practicing his cursive. Hey, yo, Anthony, how you doing? Anthony, did you get my gabagool? Hey, I brought my brochure. So that's a cool book. It was worth it just for that. Thank you, Harvey. So anyways, this guy was making me nervous. Man, I was like a blind guy at a weenie roast. I was nervous. I was sweating like Mike Tyson at a spelling bee. This guy made me nervous. So I went like this. I was like, I tapped out. I was like, ding, ding. I was like, Harvey, I'll see you later. Where are you going, Jim? I said, I don't know. I said, this guy bothers me. So I went back like 3 days ago, and I spent like an hour and a half. And I only went through like 10 boxes. Tarzan! February 73. I didn't have my list. That's one problem. So this is number 217. I don't even know if I have this one. But that's, well, yeah, man. That's what it's like. That's what it's like living out here in the world. People just jumping you from behind with a knife. Usually Tarzan's like this with a knife. But now someone else is like this with a knife behind him. Joe Kubert, I wish he would have adopted me back in the day. I tried to. I went up to him. I said, sir, Mr. Kubert, I'm a lad. I will mow your lawn, do your gutters. I'll shave your chicken, milk the goat, whatever you need. Please adopt me. He wasn't having any of it. I think it was his other kids that they were like, no, don't do it, Dad. Charlton, I'm doing the Charlton. Gunfighters. This is issue number 61. All right. It's just a classic, and I'm all over these westerns, baby. Love it. Great stuff. All right, there, you old owl hoot. And Journey into Mystery. This is volume 2, Journey into Mystery. That's a 20-center, issue number 6. You always wanted to know what I cared about in this box, didn't you? Well, now you know. Ah! This is in a condition of whoa minus. All right. What was the sinister secret of Mr. Whipple? As you can see, I don't care what condition they're in, as long as you can read them. See, the cover is meant to protect the comic The stuff that's inside. The good stuff. And this is Rich Buckler and Mike Esposito on the cover. Hey, Espo, what's happening, yo? And this is August of 73. Look at me. And, yeah, man. I love the way it looked. And it's in rough shape, but good enough for me. And The Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, issue number 80. This is one I needed. I didn't have it. And September of 79, I'll rip out your spine. And the cover's by Mike Zeck. Mike Zeck. All right? And Doug Mensch is the writer, and Mike Zeck does all the art inside. And I'm a big collector of Master of Kung Fu. I gotta say it. And I just did. And, so, Henry Kissinger, this is why I care. I care. I did that public service announcement about getting unglued, because look at him. Glue did this to this guy. Glue. Glue. It ruins families. All right. Ghost Rider! Issue number 34. Close the door. And Don Perlin cover. Check it. No one cooler than Ghost Rider. It's hands down. I mean, unless Hawkman's head was on fire, that would be cooler. But look. The Demon Within. Yes. And this is January of 74. I was negative 1 month old. And yeah. This is issue number 227. All Dogs Go to Heaven. Yes, I love the Abominable Snowman. And Tarzan's punching him right in the face. Tarzan has a spear and he's going like this. And I just grabbed this. This is actually book number 3. This is a fatty. This is a fatty. This is Judge Dredd. The missing what is this? The magazine, but it's something about Gotham. Oh, Judgment on Gotham. All right. I may have some of the other books on this. I gotta see, but I thought I grabbed this and I put it aside because I was like, I may come across some other ones, but I didn't, and I ended up with this. This is book 3. The art in here is awesome. All Judge Dredd art is guaranteed awesome. All right. The Unknown Soldier, issue number 221. Beauty. All right. This is November of 78. Close the Gate. And Dick Ayers is on this. And Bob Haney is the writer. You have betrayed my love, woman, and for that you must die. Germans are, it's like either you love me or I'm going to have to kill you. It's called tough love. And the last story is the death of a tin fish. And that's it's actually a cool story. And Sergeant Rock. Boom. Beautiful Joe Kubert. For the first time, Sergeant Rock and Easy Company combat Happy Joe's face a steel-plated enemy in a spectacular 50-page story. All right, this is from 78. It's a fatty. And, yeah, I mean, I'd give this is a mez grade. And I grabbed it. I'm not sure if I have it. I think I have this one. This is our Army at War, issue number 1. All right? A different approach to war comics. 4 sensational stories from the Revolution to World War II to Vietnam. All right? Issue number 1. Boom. Love it. Joe Kubert. And Marvel Team Up, issue number 85, featuring Shang-Chi, the Black Widow, and Nick Fury. Yes. And Chris Claremont is the writer in this, with Sal Buscema. This is September of 79. I'm feeling fine. A lot of variety. And I already had this one, but I felt bad for it. It's our job to preserve these comics, people. Come on, for the next generation. All right, Weird Worlds issue number 7, I think. 7, yep. And yeah, man, this is Dennis O'Neil, writer. This is the old Edgar Rice Burroughs with Dennis O'Neil adaptation. I think it's the story from the story of Pelicu Sidar or something like that. Something like that. It rolls right off the tongue. And there is let's see, Dan Green does all the art in this, and he does this cover. Dan Green, and Dan Green, he usually doesn't do the art and do the pencils. He does a lot of inks. He did a lot of inks for John Romita, Burns. All right, John Burns. He did all the ink, a lot of inks for, and Perez, Geffen, and he died last year, 2023. Dan Green. So if you never heard of him, he did all the inks for a lot of our favorite artists. Dan Green. Awesome. Classic book, guys. Classic. And Tales to Astonish, starring the Submariner, issue number 4. This is volume 2. These are all reprints. This is a reprint from Submariner, number 4. And John Buscema. And Frank Giacomo on the cover. Look at that. Look at that. I love John Buscema's art in here because he draws the Submariner jacked. It's like Conan with a haircut. That's what he looks like. And pointy ears. And feathers coming out of Conan's ankles. Just picture it. Picture it. All right? And, yeah. Great stuff. Roy Thomas is the writer. Good old Roy! So it's like almost completely like a Conan book. Roy Thomas writing and John Buscema doing art. And I already have this, obviously. This is issue number 34, I think. This is like my 5th copy of it, but this was in rough shape. And I came back, I was putting it back together, taking all the folds out, and I put it in a bag. Because it deserves it. All right? And this is that story where the guy, Old Skull, you think he dies, but he didn't really get killed. He's alive! And this is January of 76. We were picking up sticks. Guys, it's great to see you, man. Fantastic. I may have a visitor tomorrow, and we may have a little surprise show. It's a big visitor, big guest. I don't want to spoil it, but I just might. And this is the Demon. I don't know what number it is because I buy all sorts of comics because the owner put the triangle on there. Let's see which one. This is one I need, though. I don't have this one. I can tell by the art on the cover. Let's see. Where's my glass? Let's see here. Oh, this is issue number 11. I do need this one. And you see this right here? I don't care. I don't care. Go ahead and ask me. No, don't care. Just classic. Oh, man, come on. Look at the Kirby. Look at the fingers. Look at the sausage fingers on this guy. Oh, yeah, baby. He's got a big I-beam going through his head. I mean, why not? You know, you got the Demon. He'll be rhyming. He'll be spitting out lyrics. Great stuff. Great stuff. Put that over here. And Ghost. New Tales of Weird and Supernatural. Issue number 93. And this is October of 1980. It's Mike Kaluta on the cover. And, yeah, Carl Wessler is the writer. And all the art inside is by Charles Nicholas. And The Haunt of the Double 13. It's like a haunted railroad. I read this one. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I already have this one. Zorro! He is Zorro. Yes. And, I looked up, this week came out with a whole new Zorro series. It's from Massive Publishing. Issue number 1 from that new Zorro series came out. And from this series, Marvel Comics, I need like 3 or 4 issues. But I grabbed it. You could always use it. This is issue number 1. Zorro. Zorro, man. He's like, hello, my friend. And this is for my new friend. A new friend of Higgy Pop Comics. My friend Jughead. Jughead, this is for you. I saw this in there. I just grabbed it. This is just a random Archie book. This is Archie Book of Jokes. This is January of 1970. This is issue number 144, Jughead. Lots of laughs. You're like, oh, Archie. Oh, Archie. Eat it. Eat it. Where is Meathead? You are a meathead. Those were the days. So this is Archie, the Book of Jokes. And these are fun stuff. And Jughead. I do have a whole box full of Archies. I'll go over someday. Just for you, pal. Jughead is a buddy of mine. He lives in the UK. And originally from Nigeria. But he resides in the UK now. And what a guy. Great dude. Welcome to the Hawk's Nest, pal. And Rawhide Kid. Woo-wee! By the way, my brother, the Colorado kid, He's in town, helping out, being a great guy the way he is. So Colorado Kid and Two Gun Higgy are back in town. Woo! This is June of 1970. You know, 70, or we call it 710. Rigor Mortis is in the kitchen again. All right, this is written and drawn by Larry Lieber. Yes, sir. The cover's by Larry Lieber, not Justin Bieber. Larry Lieber. Justin Bieber does not belong in the Hawk's Nest. He doesn't. And it's not because he's Canadian. It's just because he's him. I'm very happy I got this. This is Classics Illustrated, all right? Air Force. Boom. This is actually issue number 13. And it's a little rough shape, but it is a solid book. It's in one piece, and it's just great. It goes over all sorts of history. Great art inside. I find no information on this. I don't know who the artist is or what's going on, but it doesn't matter. You know, it's a little mystery, you know what I'm saying? But this is from 1959. I'll rip out your spine. And these guys did a great job. This is issue number 13. Classics Illustrated. The illustrated story of the Air Force. World around us. Watch. Let me show you. Let me just show you what's going on with this. All right. All right. Let's see here. See? All right. This is the back. It's a fatty. And just great stuff. We got the Wright brothers going all the way up to more Wright brothers. All right. It's just great. Great art, man. Look at that. I wonder who did this art. I mean, look at the penciling. The guy was no stranger to the old pencil. And here we go. Victory in the Air is another story. Yep. Yep. Good stuff. They're storming the beach. You know what I'm saying? A little dog fighting. So, Classic Illustrated. I picked it up. And then, look at this. You're going to say, Higgy, I don't care, like I said. This is the cover, because the cover's by Gil Kane. He's insane. His name's Gil Kane. Insane in the Gil Kane. And this is from October 74. Close the door. And this is issue number 25. Nothing special about it. It's just the Tomb of Dracula. I collect the tomb. And I collect all kinds. I think it's perfect. You know, CGC would probably give me a 9.5 on that. But I could read it. I could read it, guys. And, yeah. David Cassidy, issue number 1. February of 72. Cuckoo Cachoo. David Cassidy. That goes right with my Partridge Family comics. And the art's by Sue Gooman. Classic. They show him, he's all scrawny. He's at the beach. I'm like, he's like the guy that gets the sand kicked in his face, and then the guy goes, you want to get huge? Follow me, kid. But David Cassidy, man, good stuff. Issue number 1. This actually goes from 1 to 14, this series. So there's 13 other David Cassidys out there with my name on it. Yeah. Come on, girl, you can know that was in. Come on, get happy. And I got a bunch of these. All right, let's go. Miracle Man, issue number 3. All right. Miracle Man, issue number 8. I have a lot of these, but let's do it. I think this is all Andy Kubert art on the cover. And Miracle Man, issue number 9. These are parental advisory. I gotta ask, Mom, can I read these? Yes. No nudity. It's just violence. Violence is good. Okay. This is issue number 9. Issue number 10. Oh, yeah. Kid Miracle Man. He's a bad dude. He's one bad hombre. And, hey. Watch this. You know, I thought Chip Zdarsky was really mad at me because, you know, you call it ambush journalism that I did on him. I just asked him a legitimate question. And I think he appreciated it because he hasn't left. He has not left. We're pals, aren't we, pal? Pal? See, Chip is hanging around. You know, I just got I'm like Lois Lane. I know how to be a journalist, and I just I asked the hard-hitting questions. And so he apologizes for turning Daredevil into a chick. Don't you, pal? Good old Chip. Chip. Great name, Chip. Remember My Three Sons? All right. Miracle Man, issue number 11. Awesome cover. Got to give it to you. Check it. Miracle Man, issue number 2. Don't tell Hawkwoman I was making that noise. Okay, check it out. I got 2 of these, and I'm waiting for... All right. This is Dick Tracy, all right? This is book 1 and book... There's 3 books in this series. All right? Let's see. And these are fatties. I collect a lot of Dick Tracy's different publishers. This is book 1. This is called The Underworld. All right? And it's just awesome, popping colors inside. All right? I mean, check it out. Right? And I didn't look into this. I don't know how many books are in this series. And this is the first one of 3 right here. Book 1, Big City Blues. All right. And it's cool stuff, man. Len Wein is the editor-in-chief. Bob Foster is the editor. Kyle Baker is the illustrator. John Moore is the writer. And I can't wait to read these, man. But I need to find the other book. I need to find it. And I grabbed this. This is just a one-shot. Batman in Barcelona. Dragon's Night. I just want to read it. And JLA, Justice League of Amazons, issue number 1. Kaminsky and Amicio. I've seen this around here and there, so I was like, let me pick that up. And I got a couple Wonder Mans. Wonder Man, issue number 8. This is part of the Galactic Storm storyline from back in the day. And this is Wonder Man, issue number 21. Rampage. All right. See, I got all sorts of stuff, guys. And I already have this. This is book 1 of Invasion. All right. But I said, why not? And this is book 2 of Invasion. Battleground Earth. I love that cover. There's my mother-in-law right there. And Korak, Son of Tarzan, issue number 49. Classic. I don't have that one. So, this is one I already have. This is Captain Atom, issue number 42. And I have the whole Captain Atom series now. And makes my second copy. This is the most expensive for you speculators out there in the Captain Atom run, issue number 42, because it has a character called Death. And it's that's the only first time she appears. Just so you know, if you're into that kind of thing. And I didn't have this. Captain Atom, annual number 1. He's fighting a major disaster there. And with my grabs at Harveys, I finished my Captain Atom run with 36, 41, and 44. Done. Ding, ding. And I grabbed these just for ha-has and hee-hees. This is the Rann-Thanagar War, issue number 3. My buddy Adam Strange and a Thanagarian. And issue number 5. The best story going. All my favorite people in there. Captain Comet, Hawkman, Adam Strange, Starfire, The Weird, Starman. Who could ask for anything more? Yeah! And so, not a lot was going on there. So, there was not a lot was grabbing my eye. So, I said, hey, I'm going to start collecting Animal Man. I already have Animal Man number 1 and about 5 other issues of the Morrison run. I grabbed 11. Morrison gave up the writing on this after like issue number 20 maybe. I don't know. It's a guess. But other people took up the writing. Issue number 15. That's Dolphin. Issue number 17. That's the day I was born. You're like, congratulations, Mrs. Higgins. You gave birth to a chimp. And issue number 19. There's Buddy Baker. He is our Animal Man. And issue number 20. I got 2 copies of 20 for some reason. That's usually how I wake up in the morning. See, if you continue to sniff glue, this is what's going to happen. You're going to be like Elvis. All right. Animal Man, issue number 23. See, who writes it now? Oh, Morrison's still on it. I was wrong. There's the Phantom Stranger. Animal Man, issue number 25. That's how people write comics today. And Animal Man, issue number 26. What a cover, baby. What a cover. I think this is where Morrison wrote himself into the story. Animal Man, issue number 31. And Animal Man, issue number 34. Ah! It's like, here, can you pass the salt? But can you use the other hand? Because you're freaking me out. Yeah, so. Tom Veidt and Steve Dillon are taking charge on this one. This is issue number 34. All right. And there's a couple other things. So I think I was almost done with this. I needed issue number 1 for the countdown. All right. There's Donna Troy on the cover and all that. This is a great story. People said, it wasn't good. Oh, yeah? I thought it was good. Issue number 5. Issue number 6 for the countdown. I love the art. I love the stories. I love this whole story. This was when I got back into comics, so that's why I have a little favor for it. Issue number 7. Justice League, baby. Look at them. The dynamic trio. Larry, Moe, and Curly. Issue number 8. It's the final countdown! And issue number 11. That's the Pied Piper. That's a sad story. Sad story about the Pied Piper. Issue number 13. Oh, yeah. Yes. I thought these were great stories. And this is the one I needed, too. 22. Fire Pits of Hell. That's my armpits after a long day's work. All right? And I think that's... But, let me see. I was gonna... If I didn't have this haul from Harveys, I had a special show for you today. I was going to review a great story from Marvel Comics back in the day of a maxi series. Hey, listen, every show's special as long as you guys are here, believe me. But we'll get to it some other time. And I wanted to show you this stuff. But I have a whole stack also of Who's Who DC Comics. I got them all. And I just got them all out because I got like 5 or 6 from Harveys that I needed to complete the set. And I got them all now. So if you ever say, like, who's so-and-so from, I'll be like, give me a minute. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I can look them up for you. They're all here, baby. All right. Guys, what a blast, man. What a blast. I'm telling you. Yeah, let's see. So that's it. I've been watching old cartoons of Thundar the Barbarian. Lords of Light! Ariel Ukla, ride! And, nothing was better than Thundar when I was a kid. Great stuff. And what else? That's it, man. So anyways, when I was at Harvey's and that guy was crowding me with all elbows and he was I was trying to crack jokes and the guy was not laughing. Wasn't budging. I was like, does anyone remember laughter? No, not that guy. Anyways, that's it, man. That's all we got. I'm going to... Beckerman's been begging me to use the harmonica, so here we go. Here we go, guys. This one's for Beckerman. Let's see. So tomorrow, which is Saturday, I'm going to have hopefully a special guest, a YouTube star. That's a hint, all right? I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got. That's not the song. Here we go. You guys are the best. Chilling in the hawk's nest. I wish you guys could stay. Stanley, where's a toupee? I love Joe Kubert more than my one t-shirt. See you soon to look at some art. Read your comics cause they make you smart. Read your comics, they make you smart.